we're now going to look at how to submit a file. Since many of you haven't taken online classes before, or maybe some of you just need a refresher on how to do this, I want to make sure that everyone's clear. So since a bulk of our class is going to be you guys writing papers, submitting them to me, and me commenting on them and sending them back to you. So I want to make sure everyone's clear on this process. What you're going to do is you go to Vance Granville's webpage, log into our course, and we'll just pick the icebreaker one right here. Let me go back here real quick. Any assignment that requires a file is going to have this little hand that has like the file being handed in. Some of them, like if you notice the email one and coming up your email thesis sentence, anything that gets emailed to me, I fill it in. There's no file that's required with that. It just gives it the same icon. But that's how you know that that's a paper that's going to be required, or there's going to be some sort of file upload. It's going to be that little hand with the little piece of paper. So if you click on that, you'll notice it gives you the directions for the assignment. It'll have the due date as well, and then it'll say submission draft. And for you it should say no file submitted yet. And that's because you shouldn't have submitted anything yet. When you actually submit what you intend for me to look at, your file will appear there and you can click on it and look at it. You'll notice that it says browse upload. All you have to do is click on browse, and you should be able to find any file. It doesn't really, wherever you save your file. Let me just grab one. Let's go with paper one. Open. And if you notice, see how it has the little RTF? It means it's rich text format. If I noticed, oh, this isn't the right file, you can always click browse. You know, let's say I wanted paper one, not paper one Walters. I can just switch it really easily like that. Once you're set to go, you just upload the file. And that could take a second. And then if you notice, now it says under submission, paper 1 RTF, and if I clicked on it, it would bring up the paper. But we're not going to do that. And also, it'll give you some other things like final submission for assignment marking. That's just because as long as it's here in this draft thing, you can take it out. You can you know, hit an X, you can browse and add a new file. You can add a couple different files. Once you send it for marking, it makes it kind of permanent. See how, and it'll give you this little warning too. So if there's other files you want to, or if you're not sure you want to submit it or whatever quite yet, you know, you can hit no. But then if you hit yes and continue, okay, there. Now you notice that that X that you could delete is gone, and your submission now says paper 1. You could still click on it and see what's going on with it, but now you can't add any more files and you can't take them off. Now the thing to keep in mind is when you do submit a file, if you forget to do that step of submitting it for final marking, it's okay. I still receive the file. It just says draft. But honestly, I don't really notice it all that much. So as long as you get your file in, either just using that browse attach, and you can see your file under your submission here when you're in your assignment, you're fine. I can see it just fine. And actually, when I'm in a course, let me pick a course that I haven't taught in a while. Let's see if I can show you what it looks like. See, so what happens for me is I'll be able to see, okay, I have 21 submitted assignments, or however many assignments there are. I can click on that then and then bring up all the files and look through them. So if you're ever in any doubt, like, did my file make it? Usually if you can see the file like I showed you there, where you could um, exit out or add more files, or if you put it for final marking, as long as you can see the file there attached, I can as well. But I'm more than happy, especially with these first couple assignments, if you're worried I didn't get it, you're more than welcome to email me and say, hey, did you get that paper? And I'll let you know, hey, yeah, I did. I try to respond to these as quickly as possible, and when you get your paper back, you can go to the assignment and click on it and see the file that I submitted back to you. It'll kind of be right under your submitted file, or you can access it from the gradebook itself. Hopefully this will help you guys understand how this process works, and the icebreakers are really just there to get you used to the different components of what's going to be involved in this class. In this case, emailing, using a discussion forum, and submitting files. So hopefully by the end of the icebreakers, you should have a much clearer sense of what you're going to need to do in the class, and you've done it all successfully. The icebreakers is also a chance for me to make sure you understand how to do it, so if there's any problems, we can fix it then. So just do the best you can now, and we will discuss anything that comes up that we need to look at further.